Hey guys, my name is Nessa and you're watching Insane Destruction. And I thought that I should start off my first video with a sketchbook tour because I want this channel to be about progression in art. So what better way to do that than to show off my sketchbook? So some details about myself is that I am 14 years old. I currently live in Lancaster, California, and I'm in high school. I've been drawing for 1 year, about at least. I want to estimate it to 1 year. And I've kind of been wanting to post a video, but I did not have any way to. I really want this channel to be about growth and how you can start off as someone who can't draw a stick figure, as people put it, to being able to actually draw something good, I guess. I just kind of wanted to be not like inspiration, I guess, but I just wanted to show people that don't believe or don't want to start drawing because, they can't draw, they weren't born with that talent. That it's okay if you weren't born with the talent. It's all about hard work and just dedication. So I started drawing because I liked anime, I guess. I mean, most people start drawing because they like anime, so let me not even try and clarify that. But I really wanted to start drawing because I am a hardcore fujoshi. And it was not really until I read I know I'm going to butcher their name, and I apologize. I'm going to apologize now. Ogretsu Tanaka. It wasn't until I read their work that I really wanted to start drawing. So I did. And as I started drawing, I of course started with copying. I didn't post it anywhere, and I really didn't say it was mine. I told people that I copied this. I didn't think it'd be right if I just stole it, and later on I did find out that it was a good idea to tell people that I stole it or copied it than to say it was mine. Then I've only stayed in that stage for very, very, very little time. Then I kind of pushed out and wanted to try different things, getting inspiration from different people and all that. And that kind of just didn't backfire, but I started drawing and I was terrible at it. I couldn't draw a stick figure as said. I started with way too big eyes, way too big head. The hair was everywhere but on the head. The forehead was non-existent, or was, but was an alien. And I didn't really like that. I kind of wanted to quit because I was like, I wasn't born being able to draw. So how am I ever going to be able to draw now? But I thought that probably wasn't the best attitude. So I began to look up tutorials and stuff about stuff. And I tried to copy. Of course, that didn't work out because I can't draw like them. But a lot of the tutorials I watched did give me a lot of inspiration. I do know there are so many artists on YouTube, and I've watched so many speed paints, speed drawings, sketchbook tours, and all the information I could. And I'm not gonna lie, there was so much I couldn't really grasp it all, of course, but I pushed through, and I just thought that maybe after reading a lot of other YouTubers' comments that, some people just believe that since they weren't born being able to draw like who they look up to, then they're not going to be able to draw at all. And I don't think that's true in the least. I believe that you can draw no matter who you are, as long as you put the time, the effort, and all of that into your drawings. So, the YouTuber on YouTube that really got me to kind of want to draw was Sue. I'll link her channel down in the description. She has some of the beautifulest backgrounds, and I love her art style, and she was a very big inspiration. There was also Tal Art that I'll also link down in the book description that inspired me, and Nautica. Those were kind of the three people that inspired me to draw. And they kind of just gave me an insight on I could draw just as good as them if I practiced. And I know it's going to take years and a lot of time to get to their levels, but I really did want to push, and I still do. Then I found Learn to Draw manga, and she taught me so many things that I'm at a loss. I still to this day go back on videos that I've already watched before and rewatch them, because it's just she has this way to where you're just like, oh, it's very easily able to be described, and it's great because, you don't always get that type of stuff rather than, a lot of other things. So I like to watch tutorials and stuff. And when I started out, I thought, I can draw that. That's easy. But, now I know that it's not as easy as I'd wish it'd be. So I told my parents that I wanted to pursue art seriously, and I got my first sketchbook, and it was horrid. This is actually the one I'm showing you, my second sketchbook, which also is horrid, but I mean, it's not as horrid as the first one. And it was something that was very, very fun. I thought that it was the best thing. It was like, oh, I'm finally getting a pro sketchbook. I'm going to be able to draw, and, materials is what I need to draw better. But that is not true in the slightest. No study. Instead, it just makes everything that you thought, it makes you so disappointed that it's just like, oh, well then. A lot of these drawings in here were inspired by so many other artists that, it's great that those artists can draw so well, but I know that it probably took them so long to do it. So it's not the time that I'm worried about. It's just that I don't know if I'll be able to, draw the way I want. And no artist so far I've heard is 100% happy with their style, so I probably shouldn't be stressing over it, but I am, because I am. But I really wanted to inspire other artists that don't think they're good enough to draw. Reverting back to what I said, wow, I'm getting off topic for my first video. Well, at least you guys are catching on. But let's leave the sappy part of this whole video and talk about some of the art, or at least how I draw. Apparently I can't draw on small paper, so I bought medium-sized sketchbooks, and I can't fit a fully body. I can't draw small heads because I'm so used to drawing very big blown out faces that it just is so hard for me to draw anything else. I thought I should say that as to why most of these faces are kind of, big. And as you can probably tell by this, I did not practice bodies enough. So I have a lot of proportion off. My faces aren't even that good, but I take criticism, constructive criticism, insults, no, but constructive criticism, definitely. So this video is about to end. I mean, I'm surprised I was able to talk for 10 minutes, but whatever. I just wanted to probably leave this on a note that was best suited, that it's okay to be bad in the beginning, because as you probably will notice, maybe, hopefully, I want to say hopefully, I don't know how long it'll take, hopefully you will probably see the progression in my art, and I really do hope that I can at least give you some type of inspiration to what you strive for. I don't want you to give up halfway, because when I first started, which was actually supposed to be 2 years ago, I started and I drew something and I was like, oh, I'm not going to get better. I wasn't born with the talent to draw. So I just kind of gave up, but that's definitely not the way you should do it. You should definitely try your hardest to get better, because when you start out, you definitely will not be the best at art. You will suck. I sucked. And I used to show my sketchbook off like, look at this. I drew this so well. And then I look back at photos and I'm like, yeah, I lied to myself. And it's really depressing that I lied to myself, because I really shouldn't be lying to myself. But that's besides the point, because, you're doing the best that you can at that time. And you will always get better by every drawing you do. Which is something I noticed. Even if they're just small changes, they're big changes to some other people. Since this video is coming to a closing, I do want to leave you guys off with, I'm weird, very weird, and I'm very random, and I can never stay on topic. So if I do voiceovers as often as I believe, you're going to probably notice that I am not too good at doing things like talking, I guess, because I can never stay on topic. And you might notice that the way I draw probably also might annoy you. But, I really hope that my videos, even if they're annoying, helps somewhat give you an idea of how a beginner to however much of a good person I become is. And that concludes this voiceover. So, bye!
And I can't sleep, 'cause thoughts devour
true.